let's just go and talk about what we was just talking about, the test of faith that you get being in this industry and everything that it does to you, all the hurdles you have to overcome, how many times you've almost been taken out of character, how many times you might have been called out your name. Do you get what I mean? So let's talk about that. I don't know, for me, I feel like it's always an ongoing battle. Do you get what I mean? Especially because I'm still at the starting stages of my career. I haven't put out like my debut mad project yet. Like I put out an EP, but like that was before I knew how to properly make music. And then the bigger you get and the more people are looking at you, it's just like bare paranoia. And you're very conscious of the way that people treat you and speak to you. I come from Brixton. So I'm not used to people talking to me a certain way, but I can't wild out, I can't act up, and it's not just because I'm a woman of God. It's because you don't want to be the angry black girl in the room.
Exactly.
Do you get me?
And more time is some people, the way they show their love is a bit different, you know? I've had to understand love through a different way. You know, the ones that, like, it's like a heavy-handed, double heavy-handed. I've had man grab my head, whoa, I love you, mate.
That's crazy.
Before it was too late, the side, I was just like, what the fuck, like, to swear, but I'm just saying that it can be boisterous and it can be soft. And some people might not want to take a photo, they just bless you up. Listen, man, I love your work, keep going. And then some people want to chew your ear off. They won't leave
That's
you.
where I'm more like, do you know what I mean? Like, just
especially if you're
dodging
tired
it.
as well, if you've had a long day already.
As an artist, but when are you not
receiving
tired,
that,
though?
Yeah, it's mad. Like,
When are you not
you've had a
tired?
full day and someone's talking to you like you're fresh. Like, yo, so when you did that, what was that like? What was this like? And I think it's like, there's no manual as well on how to navigate that, of like being like a public figure. Like there's no manual on, okay, so how do I respond when someone does this or someone encroaches on my space?
You know what it is? What I find it, what I'm responding to, I gotta slow myself down. You know, then once there, it's like, because when it's done nicely, it's just feels warm. When I'm in Nando's eating food with my kids and, excuse me, mate, do you mind if I get a photo? It's like, I'm just thinking in my head like, wow, is that what you done? You couldn't even just say, oh, it's not really that time, or, you know what I mean? I'm in the toilet, back to do my thing. Man comes in there, excuse me, you think? Like, I can't look, no shaking, no foot, man, I want to take photos in the toilet, bro. They're not actually watching what's happening. So it's mad, but you have to slow down, explain to them, even though it should be clear. But you know these ones there, it's like, it's unpredictable. It's unpredictable, but then, because it's love, you just gotta make sure it's love, because sometimes I've had them ones where it's, I know you. You're Tempety, yeah?
Oh, no, stop it.
Thinking, I try to just be blind to it, you get me? But when I see, for instance, or my boy will say, I swear that person's filming, you know? And these times I'll look up now, and then I just see someone doing a slide.
That's crazy.
It's like, wow.
To touch base on what you said, about like someone come up to you and is like, oh, like what, Tempety? I was thinking that, I just think that when people do that, it's out of sheer ignorance. It's not like, because sometimes I feel like people do it because they know that that's not you.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm trying to say? But because people don't know how to approach people, they think, you know, when people make jokes in awkward situations, I feel like sometimes it's a situation like that where you've approached saying, oh, are you the person that you're always with? But you know that it's not, you know that I'm not that person.
I swear you look like D-Double, you know? I swear you look like D-Double. Like, if you know, just say you know. And if you're not sure...
Why don't you just say, are you?
Because it's love, you can't. It's like, they could be nervous, like, oh my God, is it? So,
I've had bare times where it's been like, oh, you look like that Cristale girl, you know? And I say, is it? You know what? I've never had that before, you know? And they say, is it? Like, and then it will be like, either my mum or my partner will be like, it's her. And then they'll be like, oh my days, like, da-da-da-da-da. And I say, yeah, but you just gotta have fun with people, because then that shows my, like, playful side as well. Do you get what I mean? I've never let it go too far where the person, like, necessarily walks away or anything. Like, I'll always be like, yeah, it's me. Do you get what I mean?
But I'll let them leave on it's not me.
I think that's good. And I think sometimes people are in genuine disbelief, you know, because they just can't believe that they're seeing you in real life.
To be fair,
they're not
that.
sure.
Yeah.
And sometimes, but that's just me trying to maybe give them a blag. I just think maybe you're really not sure, like you can't believe it.
Yeah.
How'd I buck up on this person? Is it really you? Or maybe you look a bit different, I don't know.
Speaking about love though, love is different because you're talking about love, like receiving it from people that are consumers.
Yes.
But you also got to look at it as well from the perspective of love, so-called love, from the people that work with you. I've had instances where it's just like, you got people on your team and they do certain things because it's out of love, but that ain't my love language though. Do you get what I mean? So it's just
How
like,
you receive it is different. Yeah.
it's different. So if you try to plan out my every move for me, like I'm a robot, or like it's just like, yeah, you see me being this type of artist, but I'm the vessel.
Right.
So you gotta get my input as well, what you wanna do with my career.
Yes.
But they're doing it out of love and out of wisdom and because you're older than me and da-da-da-da-da. And realistically, none of us know any more than the other person.
Right.
Do you get what I mean? So
that's the reals.
I think sometimes as well, I find it crazy how, like, you can inspire a lot of the newer generation, like people coming up, but they don't know that when they have their moment, they also inspire us. It's kind of like a cycle, do you know what I mean? I don't know if I'm going too off a bit, but just going off the back of what you said, I feel sometimes when you get too prideful or egotistical, you don't realise that, like, there's a saying, I don't know the exact words, but it just says, like, don't think you're ever too grown to follow the young man, because he might find new ways of doing stuff that you never thought of before. So it's not always about who's older or who's got more wisdom or my way's the right way, because there's no wrong and right. It's more so subjective, like, how do you want to do things? So I think that's super important, like, knowing what people's love language is. It's crazy, because with the fans, they don't even know what you want, and there's some things you can't control, but yeah, I do feel like, yeah, man, you can't be too up on your pedestal or too grown to, like, take knowledge from the youngers, and you know what I'm saying? There's a lot for us to learn from all of us, it's just, it's a mad cycle.
Now, just even to build off that, I think it's like, because innovation comes from there. Like, I find for me, I'm constantly learning. Like, I was mentoring, before I started really doing music, because I feel like any moment I've had has been very recently. So it's been like adjusting to that. But a lot of even those moments came from me learning from some of the people I was mentoring. They'll be like, oh, let me hear some of your raps, when I was just doing that. And then they'll be like, but what do you like to listen to? And I'll be like, yeah, I listen to jazz, I listen to lo-fi, I listen to that. And they'll be like, why don't you rap on things that you actually like? And some of that innovation actually came from the people I was mentoring. Do you understand?
Okay, see.
So I think that's the thing. But I think just even to touch on what you said about, like, supporters and, like, how they might behave, I think for me, I feel like a late bloomer in this. I feel like out of everyone here, I feel like it's only 2024 when I felt what it is like to be clocked every day. Before that wasn't a thing. I made music. It wasn't a thing where I made music and then these people who I've never met in my life see me. So I feel like it's difficult adjusting to that, you know, with, like, the moment it starts happening. Whereas I guess if you've been experiencing that for several years, you almost become accustomed. Would you say you become more comfortable with it over time? That's the question I have. That's kind of like for both of you, really, and yourself, like...
And whoself?
And
me?
Yeah, because I think... Because you're talking like when you were talking now, you're speaking like you've worked out strategies.
You just treat people how you want to be treated, full stop, that's it.
This is it. Yeah. Simple. So yeah, some people, when they see me, they like, D-double-E, really loud, When I say Wagwan, they're like, right, you speaking low. And I'm like, yeah, Wagwan. Like, oh. And it's like, now he's calming down. You see what I'm saying? Because it's you don't know you don't really know us, you know what I'm saying? So it's just for people to understand more and just kind of, the energies connect. Like I said, it's love, so.
I feel like, in the age of digital, like, uprising and stuff like that, I feel like the reason why people might approach you like that, well, us like that, is because they can get to us whenever they want to. It's like the invention of FaceTime is just like, I could just call my cousin in Jamaica right now and da-da-da-da-da.
Yeah.
But my cousin's friend that don't know me can also go on their phone and get a picture of me or get a video of me, and it's that connection of the person being in your hand. You feel like they're there. You feel like you know them. Do you get what I'm trying to say? It's subconsciously, you just feel like you're on FaceTime to somebody, like to a relative or whatever. So when you see them in real life, it's like, I know you, you're hilarious. Like, you've been telling me jokes for years. Like, do you get me? So that's why I just see it as, like, you have to think from the consumer's perspective. Like, remember, as an artist, you also consume music. So if you saw your favourite artist today, if you would still be dumbfounded, that's how people feel about you. Do you get what I'm trying to say? But it took me long to wrap my head around stuff like that, because one, I don't feel like I'm gone yet. So I don't feel like there's anything for you to be getting gassed over. I'm still like, you'll catch me walking with the Marks and Spencer's bags in my hand because my mum's making me carry the bread and all of that. Do you get what I'm trying to... I'm a normal person. Do you get what I mean? And I feel like they don't realise that, because when you're on the internet and you got followers and da-da-da-da-da, you're automatically put on a pedestal. Do you get me? But it's with great power, great responsibility.
What you doing around there, man?
Yeah.
What you doing around there? These times you're in your own end.
Yeah.
What? You know, flying in a helicopter. You know, like, what do you expect, man? Floating or... Yeah. That's how it goes.
How do you guys deal with it? Like, when someone... Because you're Banks, innit? So how do people approach you?
But even though you say that, I still feel like how you feel, like just normal. But you know what's so crazy? I was gonna say, like, I remember when I used to take train, and I was kind of first getting traction. Bro, people used to stop me and be like, why are you on the train? I was thinking, bro, why are you on the train? Same reason. I'm trying to get to where I'm going, do you get me? Like, but it's so mad as well, because I think in rap culture, not like everyone's on it, but you see when you start doing the whole braggy thing, flexy, it gets peak, because now you're falling into the trap of lifestyle. You have to keep it up. So at some points, especially due to my messaging in my music, it probably wasn't like that. I didn't know why they were asking me that question, because to me it just felt like, yes, I'm on the train, like going to where I'm going. But as I've got like bigger and grown more, I do feel like a bit caged, unfortunately, like even though I shouldn't. But sometimes I feel like I can't just do normal things, and not like everyone knows me. I know that it's more in my community and like people that are into our type of music, but yeah, you just start feeling super restricted because people start expecting things of you like that may not, you know, be necessary, and having to upkeep this lifestyle, like you don't want to fly economy or like something crazy. It's just, it's so trivial, and on the grand scheme of things, it really is trivial because we're all going to the same place, but I think the more you put yourself out there, and especially because authenticity and you being real selves, people do feel like they know you. I know people that I followed, like there was some girl I used to follow, I thought she's super funny. I saw her out one day and I waved at her and I'm thinking, shit, this girl actually don't know me. This is before I was like even where I'm at now. So people must feel like that about me. But then in the same breath, being that artist, and certain things aside, it's like you have to set that boundary and you actually do have to protect yourself. Like, people do feel like they know you, so sometimes you have to not be in certain spaces, or you have to have people with you, or like, I might have to roll with security one day when I don't really want to, but it just to keep that barrier, because you don't know how people are gonna approach you, you know? But it's crazy because you also don't wanna let your ego grow too much, because it's not a that, but it's not really you, it's other people, you know?
You can't remember me now.
Oh,
You
that's
can't
the worst.
remember me.
You think you're gone.
Remember me? We was there, we was chilling, we was chilling. 2017. Oh, so you don't remember me? All right, that's all right.
You network so much, you meet so much
So many
supporters.
different people, do you know what I mean?